Sup nerds, I'm Wes from Neverboard Gaming. Lately, Tom and I have been absolutely loving compact games that play quickly but are still packed with strategic depth, and Elemystic definitely fits into that category. Let's learn how to play. In Elemystics, two players go head-to-head, drafting elements, building your attack stacks, and using your special abilities to swing the battle to your favor. Drop your opponent's energy levels to 0 and become the master of the elements. Inside the box, you'll find a rule sheet, an energy dial to track the battle, reference cards that outline the game phases and abilities, the draft and play order cards, a deck of 9 unique element cards, and a set of ability tokens to mark special effects. To set up Elemystics, first take the energy dial, setting it between each players with both sides set to 10. This will track your energy throughout the game. Think of it like your health. Give each player a reference card and a thunder token card to keep near their play area. Then place the air, light, and shadow tokens within easy reach of both players. Randomly choose a starting player and place the draft first and play first cards next to the energy dial, both pointing towards the starting player. These cards will shift back and forth during the game, but we'll cover that later. Shuffle all 9 elements cards into a face-down deck, and then take the top card and set it aside face down without showing it to either player. This is known as the unknown element, and it will stay hidden unless revealed by a special ability. Deal 1 element card face down to both players. This is your secret element. You can look at it, but don't show your opponent. Then deal the remaining 6 element cards face up between the 2 players to create the draft pool. This is what you'll be drafting from during the draft phase. And that's it, you're all set up and ready to play. But before we dive into gameplay, let's take a quick look at one of the elements cards and break down what each part of this card means. Each element card has a few key areas to pay attention to. At the top, you'll find the name of the element the card represents. On the left, inside this red burst icon, is the card's strength. This is the amount of damage it adds to your attack. On the right, inside the blue shield icon, is the card's defense, how much damage it can block during your opponent's attack phase. The bottom half of the card only matters when the card is at the front of your stack, but we'll explain how that works soon. In the center, you'll find the card's special ability. This usually triggers at the start of your attack phase unless the card says otherwise. On the bottom left, you'll see the card's invocation strength. This is bonus damage that's added to your attack if this card is at the front of your stack during your attack. On the bottom right is the invocation defense. This is bonus defense if it's in front during your opponent's attack. Finally, in the bottom center, you'll find the card's speed. This number determines initiative during the attack phase. Elemystics is played over a series of rounds and ends immediately when one player's energy reaches 0. Each round has 3 phases: draft elements, play elements, and resolve attacks. During the draft elements phase, players will take turns selecting cards from the draft pool using a 2-2-1-1 format. The player the draft first card is pointing to will start off by selecting 2 elements and placing them face up next to their secret element. Their opponent will then take 2 cards of their own. Next, the first player picks 1 more card, and the second player takes the last remaining card from the pool. At this point, each player has built a hand of 4 cards, their face-down secret element, and the 3 face-up cards they drafted from the pool. With drafting complete, it's time to move on to the play elements phase. During this phase, players will take turns playing cards from their hand to build a 3-card stack. The player the play first card is pointing to goes first. When playing a card, you can choose from any of your 3 face-up elements or your secret element, revealing it as you play. For your second and third cards, you'll decide whether to play each of them at the front or the back of your stack. Playing it at the front covers the bottom half of the cards behind it, and playing it to the back tucks the card underneath, showing only the top portion. Once both players have finished building their stacks, it's time to move on to the resolve attacks phase. To begin this phase, players compare their speed. That's the number in the yellow star on the top card of each player's stack. Whoever has the highest speed attacks first. Before calculating damage, the attacking player will trigger the ability on the top card of their stack and may play any relevant token cards. These abilities can really shake the game up. Some of them can modify your attack stats, they can change the order of the cards in the stack, or all kinds of other cool abilities. There's a full breakdown of these abilities both on the reference cards and in the rulebook. It is important to note that only the attacking player's ability will trigger at this time. The defending player's ability will trigger during their attack phase unless the card says otherwise. Once the ability resolves, the attacking player adds up their total strength by combining the base strength from all of the cards in their stack and the invocation strength at the bottom of their top card. Next, the defending player calculates their total defense, the base defense from all of their cards, and the invocation defense of their top card. Now subtract the defender's total defense from the attacker's total strength. This is the amount of damage the defender will take, removing that many energy points from the dial. If the result is 0 or negative, they don't take any damage. You can't heal or gain energy at all in this phase. Once the attack is resolved, the roles swap. The defending player becomes the attacker. They'll trigger the ability on their top card, and you'll calculate and resolve damage from that attack. And yes, it is possible to win the game before your opponent even has a chance to strike back. If both players still have energy remaining after both attacks have resolved, you'll proceed to the end of round cleanup and prepare for the next round. To prepare for the next round, you'll first rotate the draft first card to point to the opposite player. This arrow alternates every round. Then set the first player card to the player who had the highest total strength at the end of the round. Remember, some abilities can change these numbers mid-round, so make sure you double check the final values. Next, gather all 9 elements cards, including the unknown element, and shuffle them back into a face-down deck. Redeal the cards just like you did during setup. You'll continue playing the game until one player's energy reaches 0. When that happens, the other player wins the game. And that's how you play Elemystics. If you guys are ready to dive on in, there will be a link in the description box where you can get your hands in this game. Big thank you to Wise Wizard Games for sponsoring this video, and for Game Toppers for being our channel sponsor. You guys are the absolute best. If you guys have any questions about gameplay, go ahead and put them in the comment section. We're always here to reply with helpful answers or maybe snarky responses. And guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored.